Tzeporah Berman has spent most of her life fighting the causes of climate change. As a 22-year-old student activist, she was branded an enemy of the state by the then Premier of British Columbia. Today, she's one of the best-known environmentalists of her generation. She's a soccer mom, and she's an inspiration.
I started working and being interested in environmental issues in Canada because I heard about the clear-cut logging of our temperate rainforest on the West Coast. You know, these are trees that are 300 feet tall. They're over 1,000 years old, and I just fell in love with that forest, and I volunteered there and came back the following summer, and the area that we had been studying had been entirely logged. They were making 1 million catalogs a day out of Canada's old-growth forests when we started doing the research. You know, you read about these issues, but when you know a place and you see, you know, it goes from being this lush, incredible ecosystem of 1,000-year-old trees to being just this devastated landscape as far as the eye can see, you know, wreckage of, you know, that you see after clear cutting, it really affected me personally. I ended up helping to coordinate what became the largest civil disobedience in Canada's history. And I was charged with 857 criminal offenses and faced 6 years in jail. Luckily, some amazing lawyers in Canada came together and represented me, and I didn't go to jail.
If we are arrested and pulled off the road, then we are in contempt of the court. We're not in contempt of the court. We're in contempt of the forest practices that are happening in Clackamas Sound.
I look at my boys and I think about the legacy that we're leaving them. What kind of world are they going to live in? I shifted all of my work in the last 6 years to focus on climate change because I realized that all the forests that I've spent my entire life trying to protect are now under threat from the dramatic increase in fires and floods and beetle infestations. And climate change, it's the issue of our age.
And the subject of Leonardo DiCaprio's film, 11th Hour.
It was a really exciting project to be involved in because it was one of those rare moments when these issues become mainstream. These aren't issues of right or left or experts or not experts. They're issues of right or wrong.
Each of us has the power to change.
We all have a role to play, and it's not only fairly easy to engage in these issues, it's really exciting. These are the challenges that will define our age. They'll define our children's futures. You know, we wouldn't let someone else decide where our kids go to school. Why are we letting them decide what kind of world they're going to live in?
When we come back, the crazy promises our weather presenters have made in honor of Earth Action Week and why their fate is in your hands.